So good morning, everybody. Glad to see you all here today with us. Glad to have you here on a Saturday morning. There's, I know, about 300 billion places, other places that you could be. If you would, just for a second, just take out your phone so that you don't become distracted by the world outside of this, and for a little while, just really be able to focus. My name is Clay Stevens, and excited to be here with you. It's beautiful where I am. It's beautiful where Jim is. It's probably beautiful no matter where you are in the world, because you're on this side of the grass instead of the other side of the grass. I just remember my dad telling me a long time ago, every day spent on this side of the grass is a good one. And you know, he had a pretty good attitude about some pretty nasty health challenges that he was having. And so he just decided every day up here, every day on this side is a good one. And he wasn't comparing it to other sides. He just said, look, I'm just happy to be where I'm at right now. So let me just share my screen with you quickly, because what I want to talk about two or three things. I'm going to turn some time over to the president and CEO of the company, Renee, here in just a second. But what I want to start with is the notion of owning something. How would you like to own? Like, not participate in, be a stockholder in. I'm talking about owning Coca-Cola or PepsiCo or McDonald's or Taco Bell. Now, the answer is, could be pretty legit. That would be good from a monetary standpoint. That would be totally awesome. Yeah. I wouldn't mind having Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, which is PepsiCo and a whole bunch of other things that you would know of if I started naming off brands. McDonald's, Taco Bell, fast food places, etc. Right? How would you Mars, M&M's, those kind of guys? How would you like to own those guys? Any of them, or even have maybe even 1% of their revenues? Well, the reason why a person would want to own that is because it actually does create right now for someone enormous amounts of revenue, right? So I just have been thinking lately about this, the notion of owning one of those and thinking about monetizing nutrition instead of monetizing snacks, etc., monetizing nutrition. So for me, now this is my experience. So it's foremost in my mind. I don't want to impose the benefit that I have received on everyone else, other than to say, wait, what you're suggesting I do, Clay, is to increase my expenses in order to be able to have better health. Well, if I don't have any extra money, how am I going to benefit my health? Okay, good. Well said. Good point. I understand. But what if you could actually, have some appetite suppressant? Now, in the past, in the world of the past, appetite suppressant is something that I put in that purposefully keeps me from being hungry. That is to say, it's a drug of some kind, right? That keeps me from being hungry. Interestingly enough, the best appetite suppressant is nutrition. Your body's not screaming for more food if it has what it needs. Now, at 40 bucks a bottle, at $40 for one of these, that's $1.33 a day. That's pretty good, $1.33 a day. So I would say, have you ever thought about, so if you think about how can I talk to people, if I wanted to send a text message or a Facebook message or an email or a text or something to somebody, how would you like to monetize your appetite? That's a very interesting question. How would you like to monetize your appetite? Well, think about this, right? Back to Coke and McDonald's, etc. Snacking, right? The average American, now this may not be true for y'all, but the average American spends between $1 and $4 every day on stuff like candy, chips, cookies, soda pop, that kind of stuff. $1 to $4 a day. Now, I'm not a real smart math guy, but $1 to $4 a day is that or more. So I don't have any money. You're going to increase my expenses. No, actually what I'm going to do is start monetizing. I'm going to help you monetize your appetite. Take this and do less snacking. Less snacking. And I'm not talking about sacrificing. What I'm suggesting is that you'll not be hungry for candy and chips and cookies and etc. then it becomes a pretty easy habit to break because you're simply saying, wait, why am I eating this right now? I'm not even hungry. So it's easier to resist that kind of stuff. So monetizing your appetite. The second part of this is fast food. Monetizing your appetite, just in terms of fast food. Now, I'm only talking about these two things, right? I'm only talking about these two things. I'm not talking about other supplements. I'm going to turn the time over to Renee and let him talk about that here in just a second. I'm not talking about other supplementation. I'm talking about monetizing your appetite in terms of how much money could I save if I wasn't snacking. That pays my $1.33 a day. What if I wasn't, most people eat fast food because it's convenient and because I can stop in, bang, through the drive-in and I'm done. Now, it's very interesting that if you'll actually notice, go by, you don't even have to stop, right? But just anytime you drive by a fast food place, a McDonald's or something like that, it's faster to go inside the restaurant than to wait in the drive-up. It may not be as convenient. Yes, you got to get your body out of the car, walk across the park, walk across the sidewalk and actually, order, right? Get your stuff and, right? You got to actually get out of the car. I understand it's not as convenient. But you don't have to cook anything. You're not cooking, right? That's why, oh, well, I'm going to go do this because I don't have to cook. Well, okay, good. Except that even in the drive-in, which is the laziest of them all, right? The average person spends $4 to $8. The average American spends $4 to $8 every day. Now, that might not be true for you. Some people spend a lot more, and some people spend a lot less, right? Fast food stuff. So I'm not a smart math guy, but it just seems to me like if I could do one thing, if I could save you some money. See, there's two parts to monetization. One is how much money can I make, right? So I'm going to go talk to my family, friends, and neighbors. Hey, super cool stuff, right? I'm making some money because I own a business. The other side is, this is not an added expense. This is actually a subtraction expense, right? This is addition by subtraction. So if the average American is spending between $5 and $12 a day, the average American spends $5 to $12 a day versus $1.33 a day. Total win. Oh, wait. Not even talking about not having to go to the doctor as fast. Not talking about shortening lifespans. Not talking about feeling better, looking better, being better, etc. I'm not talking about that even. I'm talking about one little small aspect of what it is that we're talking about here, right? Which is, what's the best appetite suppressant? Can I monetize my appetite? Nutrition at $1.33. Now, what I want to do here is to invite our president and CEO, one of my latest and greatest friends, to talk to us for just a few minutes about what he has discovered over the course of the last little while. We were talking about this the other day, helping us to actually monetize supplementation, to make it more effective, etc. So Renee, if you would share with us for a few minutes your thoughts and feelings about the notion of monetizing supplementation, making that more effective, or whatever your thoughts might be. So I'm going to turn the time over to you, my friend.
Thanks, Clay. Appreciate it. I had a great experience this week. I was able to meet with a good friend of mine, Bill Ross, who is he owns Major League Conditioning Centers. It's a huge training center for major league athletes here in the Valley. He's been in business since 1989. In fact, my dad helped him set up his first training center. And he's been a wonderful friend for life, and in fact was around when we were involved in starting up the Infinity original program way back in the early 90s. At that time, Clay, you talk about monetizing nutrition. We actually pioneered, as we've talked about many times, whole food vitamins, chelated minerals, probiotics, digestive enzymes, and antioxidants. And we had 5 different bottles you'd have to buy to get that. And there were people, and we had many people that would buy 2, 3, 4, some of them all 5 bottles to get their body the nutrition they were looking for Well, that was costing them 200, 250 bucks, $6, $7 a day to do that. But the benefits that they were receiving were driving them to have better success in their life, better health, better feelings, so they could do more with whatever their passion was in life. And we had great success. And we built that business around just individuals like we're doing today, with just individuals talking to individuals, But it led us to doctors, naturopaths, chiropractors who also wanted to help their patients. And if you look at most home-based business opportunities, when they set up their company, they have no idea they want to set up a process for the healthcare professional or the person who has a small business. They really don't even think about those kinds of things. They're kind of all focused on, okay, how do we get the network marketer involved in this program and help us expand it that way? Well, we way back then pioneered a healthcare professional program. And as you've seen in Infinity, we've already got the $65 single bottle, and you can buy 3 for less than the price of 2 for $120, and that's the family pack. And then just this week, we added one more exciting piece to the puzzle, and that is the Health Pro Pack, which is 25 bottles, and as a healthcare professional, you can buy them for $20 a bottle. That's $500. Now, these healthcare professionals, like my friend Bill Ross, who runs Major League Conditioning Centers, not even a thought. Immediately, yes, put me on the healthcare professional pack. Let me get 25 bottles in here. And by the way, can you help me do a counter display, which we're already working on? We have our creative graphics guys working on a counter display that says something like, hey, how much, $200 a month, $250 a month, how much do you spend on getting your nutritional supplementation, getting your good probiotics, your enzymes, your vitamins, etc.? Hey, what about $40 a month? How about that for helping you save money? Ask us how you can do that today. And there, of course, is their opportunity to buy this product from us at a bulk at $20 a bottle, sell it at $40 a bottle. They're creating some retail profits. Now, the other fun thing about it for the home-based business entrepreneur that's looking at this, think about this in your organization. This now takes and changes the dynamics of our whole monetary part of our business, and that is this incredible miracle matrix that Clay calls it. I call it empowering matrix. It's a great concept. 3x10 matrix, 88,569 spots. Any one of those positions can be occupied by someone with 1 bottle, $65, some family with 3, $120, or now a third option, and that is a healthcare professional or a business owner or anybody who wants to pick up these healthcare professional pack at $500. And you'll find out that there'll be people who won't just order one of those, they'll order 2 or 3 or 4, because they'll end up getting 100 customers that are every month coming back by their store, by their facility, and picking up their better 5 for $40 a bottle. That person right there, that entrepreneur, is making money, and guess what? That's 100% BV going through the system at $500. So now the averages are going to be skewed way up as they were in the other company in monetizing this health concept, which is just phenomenal. It's something that nobody else is doing out there. And so, guys, I'm very excited to bring that to you. It's already in your back office. Anybody can order one anytime they want to. Take it. We'll have the little stand-up counter display here probably next week. And we'll just keep putting pieces to this puzzle together and keep introducing and tightening up and bringing our business together, because we will be building a great opportunity here for everybody. We will be creating a billion-dollar company. Like Clay's mentioned many times, Infinity was a wonderful blessing. We blessed hundreds of thousands of people. It helped me and my family have great success. It helped lots of people have great success and great health. But that was, as he said, the way I look at it, kind of a practice run. This the real run. This is my lifetime legacy. I invite you to join us and have some fun with it. Thanks, Clay.
Awesome. Thanks, Renee. We appreciate that. And what I'm fired up about is that it's interestingly enough, it's a super cool magnet, right? Like so you all know that milk, right, in a grocery store is a loss leader, right? Milk costs, I don't know how much it costs, so I'm going to say $2 a gallon. So if milk costs $2 a gallon, but I got to walk through the entire store to get it, right? I don't buy just milk. I buy stuff on the way to the milk, and I buy stuff on the way back from milk. And so these kinds of things are, from a marketing standpoint, loss leaders. There are ways to get you to come into the store. This is why the snack food industry in a convenience store is the moneymaker. Yeah, they make money on gasoline. Yeah, about 2, 3, sometimes 4 cents a gallon. That's all they're making on gas. The money in a convenience store is not made on the gasoline. The money in a convenience store is to get you to get out of that car and go into the store. That's where the money is made in regards to that. So if you think about, if I could get you to come into my health club or chiropractor or a dentist or any other kinds of health care provider, right? If I can get you to come in because you're already coming in for some sort of physical benefit, people who do any kind of health care remediation, then it's a very super cool notion that if they will come in to buy this for 20 bucks a bottle, now obviously they could mark it up because they got to have a lower standard of what they can buy it for. So I think it's $40. Right? But if I can buy this, right, and make money on the uptick of this, selling this, and I get more people to show up or to continue to show up, right, then it's a total win. It's a total win. Now I got an extra hook for as an entrepreneur, right, in the healthcare industry. I got an extra hook to get people to come in. I can buy wholesale, sell retail, right? In this case, retail would be 40 or more. So the bottom line price, and Renee will correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think the bottom line price is $40 a bottle. So at $40 a bottle, I get you to keep coming back to me, $1.33 for health and the benefits that I just talked about, right? Monetizing your appetite, monetizing your snacking. Instead of that, I'm snacking on something else. It's a huge benefit. And the more we get on board with the features and benefits of what we're talking about here, the faster and better our lives are. Our lives, of course, are going to be better. I'm about as selfish as the next guy, maybe more. But so my life is going to improve. It already has from a physical health standpoint. And my life is going to be better from a monetary standpoint. What's very interesting is that we can literally, truly help thousands and thousands and thousands of people. We can help literally. Just think about just only helping your neighborhood. Helping 3 who can help 3 who can help 3. So as big as you can vision, you can do that. As small as you can vision, you can do that. As big or small. You can't outdream this business. But if you have any kind of a dream, man, I just want my health care for free. I just want better 5 for nothing. How do I do that? Right? Help 3 to help 3 to help 3. You do that, you triplicate, bing, done. Your health is going to be paid for. Paid for. Thank you, Renee, for paying for my health care. That's essentially what we're doing, right? We're partnering with somebody who actually has a legit idea. And what the more I talk to people in this industry, and the more I hear people talk about the healthcare providers, the pharmaceutical companies, not really pharmaceutical companies, but they're healthcare related companies in this industry. The more I recognize that these people are all living and talking about some magic ingredient. Like nobody ever knew this before, but now we suddenly do. Nobody ever thought of this before, but now we suddenly do. Somebody tripped over a rock out in the middle of the desert, and underneath that specific rock was the magic thing that we've been missing in every part of our lives. That's going to help us to get off our deathbed if we only take, take a drink. Magic elixir, take a drink of it. Okay, although interesting, that's not what we're saying. What we're suggesting is, and I so love what Renee led before. You had to buy 3, 4, 5 bottles of different things because the technology was not available to put it all in one, and they only had 11. My understanding is 11 digestive enzymes before. Now we got 17. So this is not only better from we got it in one capsule instead of 3, 4, 5 capsules, right? It's better from that standpoint. One, want a magic pill? It's not really magic. What it is nature. You got nature. You hold nature in your hand. Little pill. You got nature. Let me just, you got nature. This is what nature looks like. This is what health can look like. Right? You want to feel healthier? Take one of these things every time you eat. And you won't be eating so much in between. Now, there's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of ancillary benefits to that, but not the least of which is that this, which costs about, so one of these every meal, $3.33 a day, is about 45 cents each. Now, if you want to do the math, we can do the math, right? 45 cents. How much does a candy bar cost? More than 45 cents. How much is an energy drink cost? More than 45 cents. How much do these things? How much does a bag of potato chips cost? More than 45 cents. How much does a Taco Bell taco cost? More than 45 cents. How much is a taco? So because of the NBA Finals that ended yesterday, you can actually on June 13th go to any Taco Bell and you can get a free something or another. Okay, good. So how much does it cost you to go to Taco Bell to get the free thing? More than 45 cents. I'm just saying. We start actually using our heads in what we're doing here and helping people live their life on purpose, the whole world will be a completely different place. Instead of being, just blown around by every wind of doctrine, no, go here, go there, right? We're rudderless people, right? We live in a society of rudderless people who are being blown all over the place. Most of the messages are about inadequacy. You're not tall enough, short enough, fat enough, skinny enough, white enough, black enough, Hispanic enough, something, not man enough, not woman enough, not mom enough, not dad enough, not enoughness, right? We have not enoughness going on in our world. And we're suggesting that you can actually, you actually can monetize what you're doing here if you'll actually, here we go. Now, I'm not saying it's a magic pill. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that the nutrition that we lack, right, we have invented the malnutrition that goes on in the most wealthy country on planet Earth. We have invented, from a health standpoint, we have invented malnutrition. Makes me a little crazy to think about the fact that we actually have invented that. We have created that. So when I show the presentation, all those things that we have created, we've invented. We've invented that. It's totally crazy because our bodies actually will heal themselves if they have what they need to be able to move forward. So we've combined, Dr. Taylor, hallelujah. Thank you, my friend, for putting science and technology together with nature, and not pseudo nature, not false nature, not fake nature, not mimicked nature, not nature that comes from a laboratory nature, not that nature. Nature that actually works together, and we put these things together, right? Here we go, and off we go. And all the ingredients right here on the back of the bottle. Now, if you were to try to go buy all of that stuff, it would cost you a lot more than 45 cents. So I'm pretty fired up about the product side of what it is that we got cooking here. So I just want to switch gears here just for a minute and really want you to understand the power of what it is that you hold in your hand. And so I'm pretty excited about that. Now, what I want to do is to talk just briefly about the law of consistent pressure. The law of consistent pressure. So if you think about, so there's a story. Let me start with a story. So there's a story about a man, an angel or something comes down, tells this guy, hey, I know how to help you create the life you want to be able to create. Really? Super cool. What do I do? There's this humongous rock. What I want you to do is I want you to push on that rock. Pushing on the rock gives me what I want. Yes, yes, it does. Okay, so here I am pushing on the rock. So if I push on the rock, what's going to happen? Push on the rock. I'll come back. So the guy pushes. He says, okay, I'm buying in, man. I'm pushing on the rock. Pushing on the rock. Pushing on the rock. So much so that I'm super tired. And I'm even going to go to sleep now, and I'm leaning on the rock so that I will still be effectively pushing on the rock. and God comes back down in a couple of days, and the guy is distraught. What's the matter? You know what? I didn't move this rock even 1 inch, not even 1 centimeter. I didn't ask you to move the rock. I asked you to push. Oh, oh, wait. What I really want you to get out of that little story is the idea that if you could control outcomes, what if you could control outcomes? What if you could control the outcome? Control is an interesting word, right? But if you could control the outcome, moving the rock, making $1 million show up, being, having a car, waving your magic wand, and anything, bing, would show up, boom, here it is. If you could control those outcomes, you wouldn't learn, and there wouldn't be anything. So what we saw before we came on here, Jim is at a phenomenal ranch out in the wilderness, truly, of southwestern Utah. It's fantastically beautiful there. And what if you could control, oh, I want that. Well, then that wouldn't be special anymore. It wouldn't be special because you wouldn't have had to have learned anything. You wouldn't have to have grown. You wouldn't have to have become better, become the kind of person that you want to. You wouldn't have had to learn how to work even. If you could control the outcome, you wouldn't have to learn any of the lessons on the way to the outcome. Now, what does all of that mean in regards to our business? I'm saying you got to stop worrying about the outcome per se. I take Better 5 and I don't worry about the outcome. What can I control? I can control taking it when I'm supposed to. I can control contacting people. I can control following up with people. I can control showing presentations and how good am I at it. I can control that. Now, the law of consistent pressure says this, that you have to be consistent about stuff. Right now, the finals of the French Open tennis tournament for women is going on like right now, in this very moment. And this afternoon, there's going to be a horse race. And there's a horse race, and it's the Belmont Stakes, third race of the Triple Crown, right? So what has to happen? Those guys, interestingly, don't show up just once in a while, now and again. Oh, let's see, man, I sprained my eyelash. I couldn't going to work today. So I'm going to practice once a month. I'm going to practice playing tennis once a month. No, yeah, well, you're never going to play in the French Open then. I'm going to exercise, right? The horse. I'm going to exercise once every week. Well, then you're not going to run in the Belmont, and you're not going to be running for the Triple Crown. Wow, I only want to build a business 1 day a week. I'm only going to talk to 2 people this year. You see, if we get hung up on outcomes, the outcome that we want will never show up because we're tapping, tap, 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 tap. We think we want to lose weight or we want to get into shape, so we do 2 push-ups. Woohoo, man, I did those push-ups, baby. Wait, how come I didn't lose any weight? What's up with no weight loss? So what I want you to get is, and I'm going to show you a tool that's going to help you to be able to move forward faster and hopefully with less frustration. But the law of consistent pressure says that I got to be consistent. I have to consistently do the things that will create the result that I want. If I want to have better fitness, I have to consistently exercise. Consistently exercise and exercise in a way that will produce the level of fitness that I want to be able to create. If I want to lose weight, then I got to do the things consistently do the things that will produce weight loss, to include some exercise. But you can't exercise bad nutrition. See where it comes back to nutrition again, right? If I want to be healthy, exercise, yes, and nutrition. And not snacking, and not fast food, and those other things. I got to eliminate some stuff. I got to introduce other things, etc. So if I could control, man, I could be in shape, bang, and think of all the lessons that I would miss. The purpose of our life is not to tap on it. I'm going to just tap on once in a while. Tap, 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 ding, 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 and then nothing, right? As fast as I can tap, nothing for a long time. Then tap again. No. The law of consistent pressure says push. The result will occur, but you got to push. You have to consistently push. You have to consistently be putting pressure, in our case, on the marketplace that we talk to. That is to say, I think it would be a super good idea for you to contact every week. Contact people every week. Show presentations every week, right? You got to be doing this pretty much every day, depending on your schedule, depending on your life circumstances. Now, what I want to do is to take you to BiRunner. So I'm going to stop sharing that screen so I can then share another screen. I don't know why it does this, but it does. So, oh my God, and I need to go away. So, BiRunner. So if you go to BiRunner.com, look, I happen to know the owners of this thing, and I negotiated a super cool deal for all of us. $3 a month, $3 a month, $3 a month, or $30 a year. Look, that's $30 a year is about two and a half months worth of subscription for most people. $30 a year, you get a whole year for what everybody else has to pay, right? You has to pay every 2 months, right? It's crazy. So BiRunner.com, you can sign up right here. By clicking on this, you sign up and go. Now, I sent everybody a link, and I'll be happy to send other people a link. But if you sign up there and it says when you're checking out $19.95 a month, which it could, right? Then ask me for the link. I'll send you the right link, $3. I'm not kidding you. If you do $19 a month, click on the deal, and effectively we'll refund your money. Call us and we'll give you your money back. So you have zero risk. I pay people inordinate amounts of money to answer the phone when you call. I provide the customer support for you, and they're actually pretty darn good. So, and the number is right up here in the corner, 471-0008. Okay, now I'm just going to take you through a brief run through of how BiRunner actually might help you. So it's actually so log in, and here's where you go. Now, this is the main screen, and you might notice that the main screen looks a lot like it should look if it were on a phone, because it was invented for you to carry it around in your phone. This works on your phone. It works on tablets, which you can now see. It works on computers, and you can be logged in, 2 of you. So if you're building as a couple, as a partnership of some kind, then multiple people can be logged into the same account at the same time. Everything's kept in the cloud, so everything gets updated all at the same time. Now, in terms of being able to move here, I just want to show you how to navigate briefly. But I will tell you, so don't forget this right here. It says, remember to log into BiRunner on your smartphone to sync, and I have 7 appointments. So to sync these appointments, right? Now, here's why that's important. Because it will sync to the calendar that's in your phone. So that if you have, got to take kids to soccer practice, got a PTA meeting, need to go to this church event, I got stuff going on, I have a job, I have this, I have that, I'm getting my tires changed, whatever, then you can't schedule over it, because the stuff that's in your phone, in the calendar in your phone, will actually, it'll tell you. I mean, I guess you could double book this stuff, but it tells you, by the way, you have an appointment and you're about to schedule something with it, over it, right? So pay attention to that. Now, the navigation is actually pretty straightforward. Okay, so first of all, you can see that there are 5 little circles here. There are 5 income producing activities in this business, and they are to make a list, and that's what this guy on the top is, to contact people on the list, that's what this guy is, to do some kind of a presentation, which is what this guy right here is, and to follow up, that's what number 4 is, and then to enroll people in the business. Now, the thing in the middle is, this little gear thing in the middle is actually a way for you to navigate to the calendar, to the calendaring device. And I'll show the calendaring function. I'll show you that here in just a second. Along the bottom, you also have ways for you to look at or to be able to navigate. So let me just take you to this one first. So the 3 little dots, one on top of the other, right? This allows you, so you log in, right? This is where you would log out, right? So you log out from right here. Now you can, getting started. How do you use BiRunner? There's videos, etc. BiRunner Media Resources is super cool because you have access to, for $3 a month, you have access to about 150 hours of audio, video, and text kinds of resources for you to be able to move forward. So let's just click on presenting. Well, I don't know how to present very good. So, or I don't know how to ask for the business. Okay, good. So there's video, audio, and text for this one right here. This will stream on your phone. I don't care what kind of phone you got. These resources will stream. This video will play, asking for the business, right? So this will play. Hi, this is Clay Stevens, and I'm the coolest guy ever. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so that will stream. That video, just like it's playing right now, will stream on your cell phone. Guaranteed. So there's audio, tells you exactly what's going on here, what the presentation stuff that's here, etc. And we lead you right through the steps of what does a presentation actually look like. Okay, so you have resources, $3 a month. It's worth it for that. If for nothing else, right? This will be worth it for this. So BiRunner resources, media resources. Now, so I'm back to here, right? So media resources. Leader view, if you have people on a team, right? Those people can give you permission, and I'm going to show you how that works here in just a second, right? And your whole team can be listed here with the aggregate total of what's going on with your team right here. So you can see exactly what any particular person on your team needs at any given moment in time, including, oh, Clay Stevens, super cool guy. So I want to send you a text message because I see that you got a silver medal in putting names on your names list. That is totally awesome. Being, hey, notice you got a silver medal in contacting and a bronze medal in, putting names on a names list, a bronze medal in contacting, a bronze medal in presenting. It's unbelievable. And you can sort these lists, right, by any one of these categories. Super powerful tool for people who want to actually be a leader. These icons right here allow me, I could call Clay Stevens, I could send Clay Stevens a text message, or I could send Clay Stevens an email right from here, right? It's right here. So I don't have to go, oh, what am I remembering to say? No, it's right here. So you can contact these people from this very place that we're looking at. Now, so that's called leader view. I can look at my settings. Now, this is what I want to show you. So in permissions and update, now you can do all kinds of stuff here, right? You can say, how long do I want, right? So I can set how much time before or after different kinds of appointments do I make. Now, what I want to show you here is that you can update your password, but this is what I want you to do here is to click on permissions. And I want you in this line right here to click to type in your upline, hopefully me, Clay at training.com. Okay, now if I do that, what'll happen is that I will be able to see you on this leader view list, so I can help you. You can put in as many people in here as you want to be able to put in here, right? People who have access, obviously, to BiRunner. It will connect them to you. And obviously, you have to choose into this notion, right? So I would like all of you to put me in there. Permissions. So you're going to go to settings. Okay, permissions and update permissions. Okay, so you can give people permission. Now you don't have to, right? But it would be good if you would actually be able to do that. Okay, so navigation, permissions, that kind of stuff. And of course, you can log out right here. Now you can import and export names. If you know how to use Excel, then you can create what is called a CSV file. So it's something, name of the file, .csv. And you can import that, so you can import your whole contact list, or you can export everybody that's a contact in here to a CSV file, okay? So you have access to whatever you need to. Now, here's the deal. You have names in your names list. So I want to manage my names list. Now I want to show you something. I want to show you something that's really, really important here. This little plus sign up here allows me to add contacting kinds of options. That is to say, I could actually scan a business card with my phone and it will go in here, okay? I can manually enter these things. So import CSV file. That's what this plus. So there's on almost every screen, there's a plus sign here. So let me just going to go here quickly to my names list. Now on a names list, right, it lists them by our first name. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff on here. I can spend like the next 20 minutes just talking about the features and benefits of just managing your names list. So you can add names to your names list. Now, before I do that, what I want to do is to go out here and say, and to look at metals. Now, the context of the whole thing, we've gamified this. And I'm going to start rewarding people for using BiRunner, for actually using this. You can see right now that making a list, I have a silver medal right now. I had a bronze medal. I had no medals. Right now I have, there's a silver medal right here. And I have 11 people on right now. I have added 11 new names to my list this week. It starts over every week. So here's the algorithm that it's using. If I add 4 people to my names list, I get a bronze medal. If I have 8, silver medal. 12 or more, I get a gold medal. Contacting is 3, 6, and 9. Presenting 2, 4, and 6. Okay, so just so you'll know, right, what the algorithm is here. So what I want to do is to show you this, and I'm going to make a pretty darn bold statement right now. If you will actually meddle in something every single day, you meddle in something every day, you will create job-dropping income in the next 6 months. Meddle in something every single day. Meddle in something every day. So right now, right, I'm 1 away. Now here's what I mean, meddle in something every day. So here I am today. Now, if I'm going to add somebody, which I'm going to, so I would click on this little plus sign up here in the corner. Okay, now I'm going to add Sally Martian. Okay, and I'm going to add a phone number, and I'll just make my phone number. Now I'm going to save this. If I tried to go away from here, it would say, do you want to save this or not? So I'm just going to skip that step and say, okay, I want to save this. Now, down at the bottom, we can navigate, right? I can go home, that main screen with the 5 things on it. I can go to my names list, which is where I'm at now. I can go to the calendar, or I can go here, or I can go to whatever my why is. What dream am I chasing? I can put in there. Now, oh, I just got a gold medal. You just earned a gold medal. Now, I'm not saying earn a gold medal every day, although that would be super cool. What I'm suggesting is I just earned a new medal today in adding names to my names list. Okay? So if you earn a medal every single day, you will create success. Now, I've had people say, okay, smart guy Clay, I'm always looking for shortcuts. So what if I got adding names to my names list medal every day? Well, you can only get 3, bronze, silver, and gold, which means you can add names all day long and have a 22,000 person names list, and you're still going to have a gold medal. Now, it's great to have a gold medal, of course. So the important thing is that now I have to do something else in order to earn a medal today. So when we start thinking about medaling every day, getting a medal every single day, what the heck does that even look like? Now, so now I've shown you, oh, bing, now it does something super cool. This medal thing is, I will tell you, is totally awesome. And it will help people to do things that they normally wouldn't do. Okay, so now you can see here, this has been updated. Okay, now I'm gonna go just back to the main screen. So at the bottom down here, I could go to my calendar, right down here, the little number 2 thing down here, or I can click in the middle. Now, this is a feature that's unbelievably cool. Okay, so this shows me what it is that I'm supposed to do on any given day. Today is June 9th of 2018. I can go to any other day. I can go to, let's say, the 11th. What's supposed to happen on the 11th? Oh, well, there's contacts to be made today. I'm supposed to contact Anthony Almodovia and Sparky Marble. I'm supposed to contact these people on Monday. So I can jump forward, backwards, see what was supposed to happen, what is supposed to happen. I can look at contacts today. I'm supposed to contact 3 people today. These people are ready to be contacted today. Now let's just say that I'm ready to contact. So presentations, there's one presentation that I'm supposed to do today. Dave Smith. I'm supposed to follow up with Dan Rawls, right? And I got all of these people that I haven't taken care of in the past. These people have fallen through the cracks somehow, some way, somewhere. Now, I want to show you something really important today about this. So let's take Michelle Acosta. I click on her, and it goes to this place, which is her. This is her contact. All of her contact stuff is here. Okay. So, what have we done so far? Moved. So contacted. So this is the history of this person, and I can delete the history if I want to. I can make the history go away. That is to say, if I talk to this person 62 times, but I'm getting nowhere, right? I could say, well, I don't want all of those entry items in this history list. I just make the history go away. Thank you. Now, there's some super cool features to this. So I'm going to contact, my job is to contact Michelle today, right here, Saturday, June 9th, 2018. Okay. So the next step is to contact her, which is what I'm going to do right now. Well, I'm not actually going to contact her, but I could contact her right here. So I can send her an email. Now, what I want to show you right now is something no one else on the planet has access to, and that is pre-formatted templates. I could have a blank message come up. Now, it's going to use, the system is going to use whatever I use, my phone or my computer, are used for text and emails. It uses what you already have in place. There's nothing to add. It just says, oh, what are you using for text messaging? Good. Bing, got it. What do you use to send emails? Oh, okay, got it. It does that. Now, I can send a blank message. That is to say, it's going to just be blank. Nothing's going to come up. Or I could do this. Now, you have to understand, and I'm going to do this multiple times so that you can remember what the heck we're talking about here. Now there's a whole bunch of, you can see that there's contacting stuff, like gobs of contacting things. Okay, so blank message, contact for cooked, do you eat cooked or processed foods? Do you understand about the share age economy? Now, what I want to show you is this. So I'll just use, well, we'll just do this guy. So what if I did that? Now, it should bring up my email, and I hope you can see this, and I can't see that you can or can't see it. So it comes up with a blank message, this message pre-formatted that I can actually use. I'm going to stop sharing and just share again, just to make sure that you can actually see what the email message looks like. So this email message would come up. See, it has her email and it's right. It's going. Here's the context of the message. Contact question for you. Right. This is exactly what somebody would get in their email. Now, hi Michelle. Hey Michelle. Now it knows what her name is because it takes it right out of the contact information. It knows who I am because I logged in. So, hey, Michelle, that's automatic. You don't have to type this in. Hey, Michelle, Clay Stevens here. I hope all is well with you. I've been thinking about you lately, and I have an important question. Please let me know when we can connect for a few minutes. Thanks for all you do in art. Now, if you don't want to say that, I've been thinking about you lately. How are the kids, right? You see, I can modify the message. You don't have to send the message exactly as it is here. You can modify the message that's here. Okay. If you don't want that message, then that's okay. Then don't use that message. So I'll share my screen again. Back to BiRunner. So what if I want to send one of these other contacting messages to people? So I'm going to send her now the text messages, the text templates, and the email templates are exactly the same. So what if I want to say I think this person might be interested in something that has to do with the share age economy. So let me stop sharing that and start sharing this message again. So here's the pre-formatted message. Hi, Michelle, Clay Stevens here. Lately, I've been thinking about who is in control of my life and future. It occurred to me that for most people, someone else controls their time, their lifestyle, education, and retirement. Check out this video, and it has the link already put in there to a YouTube video about the future and what's happening in the 21st century economy. I'll call you in a day or two to get your impressions. Now the link is already there, so you don't have to type in the link. The link is already provided for you there. Additionally, you could put your own links in here. Oh, I don't like that video that Clay chose. I'm going to choose some other video. Okay, hallelujah. Go like crazy, girls and boys. I'm okay with it. You're not going to mess me up, so it's all good. I want to save my changes. So I don't have to worry about that so much. So what I want you to understand is that is that this should make your business significantly easier. So what I'm just clicking on these little icons. So I can't send a text message from my computer. There are people who can. So I'm just clicking on the emails. But again, the email and the text are exactly the same. So what I want to show you about these messages that I've put in here for you, and if you come up with one that's like, oh my gosh, I sent this to 20 people and 62 people called me back, dude, let's add it. I'm totally happy to do that. I don't have an emotional stake in the game. I want to help you move forward faster and with less frustration. So if I say first contact, then it's gonna be a first contact, very generic message. Been thinking about you lately. What's going on in your life? Call me back. Let's get ourselves together. Or this one right here is, hey, I'm working on a new project, and call me back. Let's discuss what's going on in your life. Now, curiosity dialogue is, if you could change anything in your life, what would it be? And I don't care what they say, but if they say something, if the response is something that has to do with health, cool. These are set up, these health and wellness ones are set up for you to have a dialogue with someone. Health and wellness, really? Well, what about your health? Would you like to change? Hey, I totally understand this or that. Again, they're pre-formatted, but you can modify them to make them personal to you and the person that you're talking to. So there's a sequence here, okay? This one's obviously to set up a personal meeting. This one has a link to it that goes to better5.info so that they'll have the latest, greatest, super cool explanation from Dr. Taylor. Okay, now, if I send this curiosity dialogue, this very number one curiosity dialogue, see, these are all number 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., right? So, number one curiosity dialogue, if they say something that has to do with money, then I go down here, curiosity number 2 with money. Curiosity number 3 that has money. This is a sequence, right? A personal meeting or something that has a link. Now, if they don't respond to my message, right, then I have a pre-formatted, what do I say if they don't respond to me message? Now, is this everything and anything that you would ever want? Probably not. But it's a way for you to start communicating with the world in ways that are consistent with moving forward faster. And I suspect you're going to have a lot less frustration in regards to this. Now, there's a whole bunch of stuff we could do on the screen, but here's something that's important. So I'm supposed to, what I'm doing here is I'm contacting Michelle. So what is the action that I took? Let's say I sent a text message to her. Okay, got it. I sent a text message and I scheduled a presentation. Again, contact, present, follow up, enroll. Okay, so I schedule a presentation. When? Oh, wait. If I do that today, which the default day is today, if I do it today, I already have stuff in here. So I can't do it at 9 and I can't do it at 7. These are already things that I got in here. So I'm going to say, so today is fine. Yeah, that's good. So today, good. And at a time, click on the little time icon. So I'm going to say 8 o'clock p.m. and I'm done, and save that. Now, if you try to get out of here without saving it, it really won't let you do that, right? It asks you a question. So what I can do is I can go back to the main screen if I want to, right? Or I could go to the calendar, right? Always click in the calendar. So now I have presentations for today. Oh, there's Michelle and Dave Smith. See, it adds it to my schedule of things to be able to do today. Now, this is an important thing for us to be able to do. So what kind of follow-ups do I have today? Dan Rawls today. I'm telling you, if you'll meddle in something every single day, you will totally rock your world. You'll totally rock it. Now, I'm following up with Dan. Okay, good. So what am I doing with Dan? Well, you know what? I met Dan in person, and he enrolled in my business. Totally awesome. I can also enter notes in here. So Dan is a rock star, right? Loves.
Hey, Clay.
Yes, hell.
So back to the template things. So
Yep.
I messed around with my phone while you were talking, so I knew what I was doing. But mine will only email in my phone too. Can you change the text somehow?
I don't know the answer to your question. So let's talk about that offline, because your
Yep.
specific thing I don't know exactly.
That's fine. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. So what type of enrollment? This guy enrolled in my business. What kind of enrollment? Is he a distributor? Is he a preferred customer? Is he a retail customer? So I'm going to say this guy, okay, oh, wait, you're supposed to actually follow up with this guy. When are you going to follow up with him? I'm going to follow up with him on next Monday. Oh, well, you got these other deals, so don't overschedule those things. So I'm going to meet with this guy at 2:00 p.m. Done, good, got it. Done with that, save that. And interestingly enough, a message, oh, I got a medal today. Congratulations, you earned a bronze medal for enrolling at least one person this week. Now I have this thing going on, right? Now I have my schedule going on. This thing keeps my life in order. This deal will save your life in regards to being able to pick up what's happening in the world. What's happening in the world. Now I scheduled that for Monday, I think, to do Dan's deal on Monday. Awesome. So let's go to the orientation or team follow-up for today. And there's my friend Dan. And it tells me exactly what's in here. So all of the things that are going in here, I added him, I contacted, I did all kinds of things, et cetera, and all of my stuff is actually in here. So we know exactly what's going on with Dan, and I can look at my medals. So let's see what's happening with my medals. So medals, there you go. Now I'm going to be rolling this out, a reward system for you to be able to get a reward, a monetary or otherwise reward for meddling in BiRunner. That's the only way I got to track is in BiRunner, whether you are actually engaged intelligently in the business. This is exactly what it is that we're going to be doing. So I can navigate on the bottom. You can navigate in all kinds of ways. Look, we can spend a lot of time. And if you really want to, you can. If you say, man, I'm totally stuck. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. Then what I would invite you to do is to call this number at the bottom of the screen down here, 801-471-0008, or email BiRunner. You click on that, and it will click on the phone if you're on your phone, and it'll call it. You can email, click on this little link down here, and it will take you to, it'll send an email to wherever it is that you think you want to go. Okay, so I can talk about BiRunner for a long time. It's a phenomenal tool. It will help you to be able to build your business. I guarantee faster and with less frustration. This can make a humongous difference in your life. I know people who've created using this, only this, right, to create six-figure incomes. Now, I'm not suggesting, nor am I guaranteeing, but I will tell you that I built the business pretty fast before, and that's my intention now, is to be able to move forward as fast as you want to be able to go. It's a rhino power tool, that thing is, right? It's the law of consistent pressure. It allows you to be able to make your life work faster and with less frustration. Why? Because it allows you, let me share my screen again, it allows you to be able to make your life work in regards to consistently touching, consistently pushing on, consistently moving forward your life and your business. This does not work. It doesn't work. But I'm not worried about the result, right? I'm worried about the work that will create the result. What I am tracking is the work that will create the result, not the result. We don't control the outcome. We don't control that. What we do control is the pressure that we apply. And we can say, oh, I'm going to tap on Mondays, and that's it. And I'm not going to tap until next Monday. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, all as interesting as that is, if that's all you're going to do, then you're going to be frustrated, and you're going to then probably be mad at me and other people. And I don't want that. I want you to be able to make your life move forward. So I'm going to open this up, open this up to people who want to be able to share with us. If you have questions, comments, concerns, observations, whatever, let's visit about that. And this would be the time to be able to do this. It's a training thing, so we're not worried about, people hiding, not hiding, etc. So my experience with this is different than most because I invented this thing. And It allows us to be able to move forward, but you got to use what's there. Now, I will tell you, these pre-formatted messages, man, you ought to be able to go like crazy. You ought to be able to touch the universe you live in and have multiple conversations going on all at the same time. And BiRunner will actually help you manage that so that nothing falls through the cracks in your life. Okay, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, observations about anything that we've talked about here today? First of all, about anything we talked about here today. If you have
I just have a clarification, Clay.
Yes?
With the meddling every day, that's just in like one thing, like if I meddled in my name list today and then contacting tomorrow, that's what you're talking about, meddling.
Every day, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, in 3 days, you'll run out of metals. If you get the metal, a different metal in the same area, like contact, right. You'll in 3 days, you'll have meddled, and you have to meddle now in something else in order to be able to meddle in something every day.
Right, I was just double checking.
Yeah, no, it's good. Thank you for the clarification. All right, Steve Harrington. Go ahead, I'm sorry, Michelle.
I just had the other thing about when Renee was talking about the Health Pro Pack.
Yep.
One of the other companies I've been in, they did a similar thing, and what they found was that a lot of people were going, well, I can go buy this cheaper than I can buy it from you, because they wouldn't sell it for the, like, well, for this instance, $40.
Yep.
Is that like a locked in? They have to.
Can I jump in here?
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to defer to you.
Okay. Michelle, we have a rule, the healthcare professionals have to have what's called a minimal advertised price. They can't advertise it. They can't put it out there on the internet. They can't do it on eBay or Amazon or anywhere for less than $40 a bottle. And most of the healthcare professionals, they're actually going to be moving it out at 40, 50, some of them even retail 65.
Right. I just wanted to double check that. Thank you.
You bet.
Awesome. Thank you, Renee.
Yeah.
Steve, I think you had something that you wanted to share. Oh, but your phone is on mute. So let's unmute you. There you go. You're on, my friend.
Okay, great. I want to say that I think the BiRunner system, it looks just enormously powerful in its potential to build a business. And what's exciting me is the idea of people seeing the power of that system to organize their life in a way that makes sense, where they can be very efficient. But when you consider that everyone has, I think you pointed this out in an earlier conversation, at least 300 names in their phone, it's all in the phone. And everyone has a phone. So my goodness, I mean, if everyone just used this system to get a minimum of 3 people involved who do the same, we're multiplying in spades. I mean, 3 times 3 times 3, you know, because it's 1% of everyone's phone contacts that would want to join our team. It's done. I mean, you don't really need to go beyond your phone to implement this system, and I think that's ingenious. If people can grasp the leveraging potential that's right there in front of them, their phone, and organize their life, you know, according to whatever they're doing, fit it in. So I just wanted to say that. I think everyone's got the contacts right there, so you don't have to even look beyond that. And anyway, that's my comment.
So thank you. And because I know that we don't control, because we don't control results or outcomes. I'm just gonna tell you up front, right? I'm gonna start giving recognition and rewards for people who are using BiRunner, who are doing the work that will create a positive result. Consistent pressure, consistent meddle every day, consistent pressure. And meddling every day is not like some Herculean thing. What do I have to do in order to be able to meddle in putting names on a names list? 4, 8, or 12, right? Depending on the level, the meddle that I want to be able to, that I'm pursuing. There will be people, I will just tell you, look, we're at the tip of the sword here, girls and boys. The important thing is that there are people who you will enroll in the business who will do one extra thing. Oh my gosh, I am one contact away from a new meddle. I'm one presentation away from a different meddle. I'm one follow-up away, 2 follow-up, 3 follow-up. I'm not going to bed until I get the next meddle. People start setting goals. It's the activity that creates the success. and not activity for the sake of activity. We've given you a structure by which you should be able to operate that will produce success. And I have invented a way for Infinity5, and nobody else has this. Infinity5 is it. Y'all are it. We're it. Tag, we're it. Right? That have this notion of pre-formatted messages in the system that you can use as either a starting place for the message you want to send, or as you can just send it exactly as it is right now, and you can be able to move forward. And again, if you have suggestions on, hey, I'd like this, or I'd like that, well, okay, good, test that out and make sure that what you're wanting actually will produce some super cool result. And we don't want to get in copyright violation issues. So make sure that if you're going to send somebody someplace, if you're going to put a link in somewhere, right? If we offer it, right, as a business tool, and it has a link to a video that's copyrighted, so YouTube's in the public domain, so it's probably okay in regards to that. But I just want to make sure that you know that I'm totally open to, if you got a message, a way of saying something that's producing some super cool result, you let us know, and I'm happy to add it to what we're doing here. But we are the only people that have this feature inside of BiRunner that allows us to be able to have pre-formatted messaging, so we can go, oh, I think this is how I want to be able to contact Bob, Susie, Mary, Joe, Sam, whoever it is, right? Bing, bing, bing. You should be able to get a medal in contacting like in 10 minutes. Now, here's just so you'll know, I just want to make this one clarification because I just thought of this. You send a message into the world is not a contact. Contacting produces a result. That is to say, I contact you, which means the way that I get credit for the contact isn't to send the message, it's what happens next. I'm scheduling something in a week, told me to call back, right? But now we're having two-way communication. That's a contact. It's not sending messages. So if you think about NASA, I mean, this is the way that NASA even defines this, right? Sending a message into the universe, although interesting, is not contacting. First contact is made when somebody responds in some intelligent way. I talk, you talk, I talk, you talk, I talk, you talk. That's when I start getting credit for these things. So if you're thinking, well, I've sent 6,200 messages into the universe, okay, great, and you don't get credit for any of those until somebody starts talking back to you so that you're having a conversation. What would the next thing be? What would the next thing be, right? Do I schedule a presentation, right? So am I scheduling something? Is there a next step to be able to move forward, okay? So I just so you'll know, because I don't want you to be mad at me, oh, this thing isn't working. Well, it does work. it actually does work. But what do we count as a contact isn't to blitz the world with some message. It's to have conversations with people about better health or wellness, like putting people on a health and wellness program is what we're talking about here. Okay, so any questions about that? Okay, good. So, all right, anybody else have any questions about anything? So, Michelle, I appreciate your question about the clarification for Renee to tell us about the price. Thank you for that. Okay, anything else that you guys have questions, comments, concerns, observations about before we go away here today? 4, 3, 2, Scott, your lips are moving, but no words are coming.
I just said thank you.
Okay. So thank you guys for being on here with us. We totally love you. We want you to win. It takes a little while for an hour-long video to render, but I'll put this up and then send the link to you guys here in an hour and a half or something. Time I get it uploaded to YouTube, and then we'll be able to go from there. Our next scheduled time together as a group is next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday at 6 o'clock. That's 1800 for you who keep time the most appropriate, accurate way. We'll be on 6 o'clock Wednesday. We'll be right back here, and I will be, I'm updating the presentation, and I'll be sending that to those of you who want the presentation. I know Jim, you've asked for it, Steve, you've asked for it, maybe Michelle and Scott, whoever. If you want it, just send me an email, Clay, C-L-A-Y, @ritraining.com. And I'm happy to send you the PowerPoint so that you can use it in whatever way you want to. Of course, the links to all of these things, the PowerPoint presentation video that we do, the overview videos that we do, the Dr. Taylor interview, the Infinity5 website itself, those links are all embedded in those pre-formatted text messages. and email messages for you to be able to use. And those things are readily available for you to use. So I don't think we have a whole lot of excuses. I think it's just time to go get her done now and make our lives work. So thank you, everybody, for being on our call this morning, for taking this time. I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. Thank you, everybody.